Welcome back to our channel, English with Ethan. Today's video is not just motivation, it's a challenge. Because let's be honest, laziness is the silent killer of dreams. It doesn't destroy you in one big moment. It destroys you slowly. One skipped workout, one missed opportunity, one, "I'll do it tomorrow," until one day, you wake up and realize you've wasted years. Laziness is comfortable, but it is a trap. And the longer you stay in it, the harder it becomes to escape. But here's the good news. Laziness is not who you are. It's just a habit. And habits can be broken. So in this video, we'll go through 6 powerful lessons that will help you kill your laziness, take back control, and build the life you deserve. Lesson 1. Stop waiting for motivation. Start with action. Listen carefully. This is where most people fail. They think motivation is the secret key to success. They wait for that magical day when they will wake up feeling full of energy, ready to chase their dreams. But here's the harsh truth. If you keep waiting for motivation, you will waste your whole life. Motivation is like a guest who comes to your house whenever they want. Sometimes they come, sometimes they don't, and sometimes they disappear for months. If you depend on that guest to start living your life, you will sit in the dark forever. The problem with waiting to feel like it. Laziness loves one sentence more than anything else. "I'll do it later." That one sentence has destroyed more dreams than failure ever could. Because when you wait to feel ready, days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. And one day you look back and realize you didn't fail because you were not capable. You failed because you didn't start. Action is the real cure for laziness. You need to understand something powerful. You don't take action because you are motivated. You become motivated because you take action. The moment you start doing something, even a very small step, your brain begins to focus. It says, "We are working now," and slowly starts building energy and momentum. It's like pushing a heavy car. At first, it feels impossible to move. But once the wheels start turning, it gets easier. That first push is action, and action kills laziness. How to start when you feel extremely lazy. The trick is not to think about the whole job. Thinking about the whole task makes you feel overwhelmed. Instead, focus on just the first tiny step. Examples. Too lazy to study? Open the book and read one sentence. Too lazy to work out? Put on your workout clothes and stand up. Too lazy to clean your room? Pick up one item and put it in its place. Once you start, your brain says, "Well, since we've started, we might as well continue." Stop relying on feeling ready. Do you brush your teeth only when you feel like it? No. You do it because it's necessary. Do you eat food only when you feel excited about it? No. You eat because it's part of survival. That's exactly how you should treat your goals. Not as something optional that you do only when you feel inspired, but as something you do because it's part of your life. The 2-minute rule to beat laziness. If you feel too lazy to do something, tell yourself, "I will do it for just 2 minutes." You can. Write for 2 minutes. Exercise for 2 minutes. Clean for 2 minutes. Most of the time, once you start, you'll keep going for much longer. Because the hardest part is just starting. Why this works. Your brain loves comfort. It always tries to protect you from hard work by saying, "Do it later, rest a little, watch something instead." But when you take action without waiting to feel ready, you retrain your brain. You teach it. I am in control here, not you. I decide when to start. The more you do this, the stronger your self-control becomes, and the weaker laziness gets. Motivation is like a cloud. It comes and goes. Discipline is like the sun. It rises every day. If you want to kill your laziness, stop waiting for the cloud. Be the sun. Start now, no matter how small. Because a small step today is always better than a perfect plan tomorrow. Lesson 2. Remove the triggers that feed your laziness. Here's something most people don't realize. Laziness doesn't always come from inside you. Many times it's being fed by your surroundings, the things, people, and habits around you. You may think, I'm just a lazy person. But the truth is, you are not naturally lazy. You're living in an environment that makes laziness easy. How your environment controls you. Think about it. If you keep your phone next to you while studying, you'll probably check it 20 times in an hour. Not because you're weak, but because the temptation is right there. If your room is messy, you'll feel tired and unmotivated before you even start working. If you're surrounded by people who waste time, you'll feel normal doing the same. Your brain is always looking for the easiest, most comfortable option, and your environment often makes that option laziness. Cut the source, not just the symptom. Most people try to fight laziness using only willpower. I will not touch my phone. I will not watch TV. I will not sleep in. But here's the problem. Willpower is like a muscle. It gets tired. And if temptation is always in front of you, you'll lose the fight sooner or later. The smart way is this. Don't just fight temptation. Remove it. Practical steps to remove laziness. Triggers 1. Control your phone. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Keep it in another room while working. Use apps that block social media during focus time. 2. Clean your space. A clean desk makes you want to work. A messy space makes you feel heavy and lazy. Start every morning by clearing your workspace. 3. Change your company. If your friends spend all day gossiping or watching videos, you'll be tempted to join. Spend more time with people who inspire action. 4. Prepare the night before. Lay out your workout clothes so you have no excuse in the morning. Keep your book on your pillow so you read before sleeping. The friction rule to beat laziness. Make bad habits harder to do and good habits easier. Want to eat less junk food? Don't keep it in the house. Want to read more? Keep a book next to your bed. Want to use your phone less? Keep it far from your reach. When you increase the friction for bad habits, you naturally start doing them less. Why this works. You might think strong people have crazy willpower, but often they're just smart about their environment. They set things up so that discipline is the easy choice and laziness is the hard choice. The less you are tempted, the easier it is to stay focused. Don't fight laziness on the battlefield of willpower every day. Win the war before it even starts. By removing the things that pull you away from your goals. Because when you control your environment, you control your habits. And when you control your habits, you control your life. Lesson 3. Master your mornings. Win the day before it starts. If you want to kill laziness, you must understand something very important. How you start your morning decides how you live your day. Lazy people lose the day before it even begins. They wake up late, check their phone, scroll for an hour, and then rush into the day with no energy, no plan, and no control. By the time they realize they've wasted the morning, half the day is already gone. Successful people? They attack the morning. They start strong. They win the first few hours. and that sets the tone for everything else. Why mornings are so powerful. Think of your day like a building. The morning is the foundation. If the foundation is strong, you can build a tall, strong building on top of it. But if the foundation is weak and broken, the whole structure collapses, no matter how hard you try later. Your morning decides your energy, focus, mood, and productivity. If you start lazy, you stay lazy. If you start powerful, you stay powerful. How to build a morning that destroys laziness. 1. Wake up at a fixed time, not 6 a.m. one day and 9 a.m. the next. Set one time and stick to it. This trains your brain and body to be alert naturally. 2. Avoid your phone for the first 30 minutes. The moment you wake up and scroll social media, you feed your brain with distraction, not focus. Keep your phone far from your bed and replace scrolling with a powerful habit. 3. Move your body. It can be stretching, push-ups, yoga, or a short walk. Movement tells your brain, we are awake, we are ready. 4. Feed your mind. Read something inspiring. Listen to a motivational podcast. Write your goals for the day. 5. Start with a win. Make your bed. Drink water. Complete one small task. This creates momentum, and momentum kills laziness. The first hour. The golden hour. The first hour after you wake up is when your mind is fresh, quiet, and ready to focus. If you waste it on meaningless activities, you lose the most powerful time of your day. But if you use it to prepare your mind and body, you carry that energy all day long. Why this works. Laziness grows in an environment of confusion and low energy. A powerful morning routine removes both. You have clarity on what to do. Your body is active. Your brain is focused. This makes it much harder for laziness to even enter your day. If you want to stop being lazy, stop trying to fix the middle of your day. Fix the start of your day. Because if you win the morning, you win the day. And when you win enough days in a row, you win your life. Lesson 4. Build the do-it-now muscle. One of the biggest reasons people stay lazy is the habit of delaying everything. They tell themselves, I'll do it later. I'll start tomorrow. I'll wait until I feel ready. But here's the truth. Later is where dreams go to die. Every time you delay action, you make laziness stronger. Every time you do something immediately, you weaken laziness. This is why you need to build the do-it-now muscle, the ability to take action instantly, without overthinking. Why we delay. Your brain loves comfort. When it sees something that feels like work, it tries to protect you by saying, don't do it now. Rest a little. You have time. This feels good in the moment, but it's a trap. Because the more you delay, the heavier the task becomes in your mind. And the heavier it feels, the less likely you are to ever start. The 5-second rule for killing laziness. Here's a powerful trick. Whenever you think of something you need to do, count backwards from 5 and start before you reach 1. Example. You're lying in bed and know you need to get up. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. You need to reply to an important email. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your laptop. You want to exercise. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put on your shoes. This interrupts your brain's habit of overthinking and pushes you into action immediately. Train your do-it-now muscle. Daily. Think of small things you can do instantly without delay. Washing your plate right after eating. Putting clothes away as soon as you take them off. Replying to a message immediately if it takes less than a minute. Starting a task as soon as you think of it. These small moments of action build a habit of instant movement. And over time, laziness has no space to grow. Why this works? Laziness is not just about lying down or doing nothing. It's about creating a pattern in your mind. I'll do it later. When you break that pattern by taking action immediately, you rewire your brain to prefer action over delay. The first few days will feel uncomfortable, but the more you do it, the more automatic it becomes. Soon, you'll find yourself doing things without even thinking twice. And that's when laziness loses its power. You don't need to become a superhero overnight. You just need to stop feeding laziness with delay. From today, make a promise to yourself. If it takes less than 5 minutes, do it now. If you think about it, start immediately. Because later is dangerous, and now is powerful. Lesson 5. Create pressure before laziness kills you. Let's be real. Humans are experts at taking it easy when nothing is at stake. When there's no deadline, no one watching, no real consequence, laziness becomes your best friend. You tell yourself, I have time. I'll do it later. But later turns into never. Laziness grows in comfort. Action grows in pressure. This is why you need to create pressure in your life, on purpose, before laziness robs you of years. Why pressure works. When you have something important to do but unlimited time to do it, your brain keeps pushing it aside for more comfortable activities. Scrolling, watching, chatting, or lying in bed. But the moment you know someone is waiting for you or a deadline is close, you suddenly find the energy you thought you didn't have. That's not magic. It's psychology. Your brain wakes up when it senses urgency. How to create healthy pressure. Set short deadlines. Instead of saying, I'll finish this by next week, say, I'll finish this in the next 2 hours. Short deadlines push your brain to focus immediately. 2. Tell someone your goal. Announce it to a friend, mentor, or online group. The fear of looking lazy in front of others creates accountability. 3. Use timers. Set a 25-minute timer and work only on one thing. Knowing the clock is ticking makes you move faster. 4. Reward and punish yourself. Reward. Treat yourself to something small after completing a task. Punishment. Deny yourself something you enjoy if you fail to act. Real-life example. Think about a student who has 2 months to finish a project. They waste the first month and 3 weeks doing nothing. But in the last 7 days, they work day and night and complete it. The truth? They could have done it in the first week, but they didn't have pressure. If you create that urgency now instead of waiting for the last minute, you'll get more done in days than you've been doing in months. Why this kills laziness. Laziness survives when you have too much comfort and too much time. When you create a situation where you must act, you leave laziness with nowhere to hide. You force yourself to show up. And showing up is half the battle won. Don't wait for life to force you into action through crisis or failure. Create your own pressure. Build your own urgency. Because comfort may feel safe, but it is slowly killing your potential. From today, put yourself in situations where laziness cannot survive. Lesson 6. Remember your why. Let your purpose kill your laziness. Here's the truth no one tells you. Laziness is not always about being tired. It's about forgetting why you started in the first place. When you have no strong reason to act, you will find excuses to rest. But when your why is powerful enough, laziness doesn't stand a chance. Think about it. A tired parent still wakes up at 3 a.m. if their child cries. A hungry lion doesn't feel lazy to hunt. A soldier doesn't wait for motivation in battle. Why? Because their reason is bigger than their comfort. Why your why matters. Your mind is built to save energy. If it doesn't see a strong reason to use that energy, it will push you toward rest and comfort, even if that comfort is destroying you. But the moment your brain connects action to a deep purpose, it stops resisting and starts cooperating. Laziness dies when purpose becomes urgent. How to find and use your why. 1. Ask yourself the hard questions. Why do I want this goal? What will my life look like in 5 years if I stay lazy? What will my life look like if I act now? 2. Make it emotional, not just logical. Don't just say, I want to get fit. Say, I want to live long enough to play with my grandchildren without pain. Don't just say, I want to make money. Say, I never want my family to struggle the way I saw them struggle before. 3. Write it down and see it every day. Put it on your wall, phone, or mirror. Let it be the first thing you see when you wake up. 4. Connect every small task to your big why. Cleaning your desk? You're not just cleaning, you're building focus for your dream career. Waking up early? You're not just waking up, you're buying more time for your future. Real life example. Imagine you're told that for every push-up you do, your family gets $1,000. Would you feel lazy? No. You'd drop and start doing push-ups until your arms fail. Why? Because the reason is powerful and emotional. Your brain stops thinking about discomfort and focuses on the reward. You don't need a $1,000 reward to act. You just need a purpose that feels that important to you. Why this destroys laziness. Laziness thrives in a mind without urgency or passion. Purpose creates urgency. Urgency kills laziness. When you remember why you can't afford to waste time, you stop bargaining with your comfort zone. If you don't know why you're fighting, you will stop fighting when it gets hard. But if your why is clear, you will push through the tired days, the hard days, and even the hopeless days. From today, don't just fight laziness with willpower, fight it with purpose. Because when your reason is big enough, your excuses become too small to matter. Laziness is not who you are. It's just a habit. A habit you can break starting today. Remember these 6 lessons because each one is a weapon. Use them daily and watch how your life changes. Don't wait for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. The time is now. If this video helped you, subscribe to the channel so you never miss the tools and motivation that can change your life. Your future self will thank you.